Hi, my name is Matthew Robinson, and I'm professor of justice studies at Appalachian State University in Boone, North Carolina. And I was sick with long COVID, manifesting in me as ME/CFS and POTS for 4 years, and now I am all the way better. I got sick with COVID in February of 2020 at a concert with some friends celebrating one of my friends' birthdays, and I got really sick for a month. I was pretty much bedbound, horribly sick with all of the major symptoms of COVID, from body aches to major fever to sinusitis to sore throat. Um, and I was just dreadfully sick and basically didn't leave bed for almost a month. Once COVID passed, I got better. And then about a month later, I woke up with some dizziness that started every 3 days, and then became every 2 days, and then became every day, and then became literally every moment of my life. Um, Fatigue set in months later, and then I started experiencing post-exertional malaise, which is the sickness you feel after cognitive and physical exertion. And then ultimately brain fog set in, and that was extremely difficult for me as a university professor when I was became forgetful and couldn't remember key words and names and dates and facts, and I would lose my train of thought and not be able to find my way back. The first 2 years of my illness were the worst because nobody knew what was wrong with me. I saw a wide variety of doctors, both Eastern and Western medicine doctors, in 3 states. I was in 3 hospitals, saw about 20 doctors, and I got all these faulty diagnoses um, of all kinds of varieties that you can imagine. And I was on multiple medicines, multiple prescription medicine, many of which made me sicker, but none of them made me better. And I just for the first 2 years, I felt like I was dying every moment and just wasn't getting any better. And I'd pretty much given up on life at that time. My own online research led me to believe that I might have myalgic encephalomyelitis, chronic fatigue syndrome, and postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, or POTS. And so I started doing research into it, and I found the Bateman Horne Clinic in Salt Lake City, Utah. Became a patient there and started getting better. Um, I was put on Midodrine first for my POTS symptoms, and I started seeing about a 5% improvement every month, slowly over time. Then I was on a low dose of Abilify, and a low dose of naltrexone. I started those within a month of each other, and my symptoms again started improving about 5% a month every month for 2 years. So at least I knew what was wrong with me, and I had the correct diagnosis, and I started getting better. I believed I would go into remission as I started getting better and better and better over time. But then I had a full relapse in November of 2023, and really was bedbound again for 20 to 22 hours a day. And then pretty much lost hope again that I figured this is going to be my life forever. I was never going to get all the way better. And if I was going to have these kind of relapses where I was bedbound and not functional, that I would never get all the way better. Then my mother sent me a newspaper article about a clinic in Florida called Aviv, AVIV. And they claimed to have an effective treatment for long COVID, which is my official diagnosis, long COVID manifesting as CFS and POTS. And after much determination and consideration, and really, really a big struggle to make a decision to go there, to travel to Florida to undergo hyperbaric oxygen therapy for 3 months, 5 days a week, 2 hours a day for 12 weeks. I got all the way better with hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Aviv treats you holistically. So the treatment involves hyperbaric oxygen therapy as well as exercise physiology, uh, cognitive training, and dietary manipulation or dietary changes, nutritional changes. And I started getting better in the first 2 weeks. Symptoms started to improve. First 2 weeks, my symptoms consistently declined, got better and better and better over the 12-week treatment. And in the final week, I should say, I was completely symptom free for an entire week. I've been symptom free now for more than 2 months, 3 months actually. I completed my treatment there 2 months ago. My last month there, I was symptom free. So I feel completely healed, completely better. Something I did not think would be possible for me, something I did not think was possible for these illnesses. But I've gotten all the way better. I started jogging. Now I run 4 or 5Ks a week, incredibly, and I don't get sick at all. No post-exertional malaise. Um, no being bedbound, no being sick, not being chronically ill. I'm able to run. I'm able to lift weights. I'm able to hike. I'm able to live my life normally as a result of all of this treatment that I'm doing. My best advice to you is to never, ever give up. Keep looking for solutions. Keep looking for doctors. Keep looking for hope. Keep looking for answers. For me, the answers came in the form of Bateman Horne Clinic, and successful medication with midodrine, Abilify, and naltrexone. And ultimately, what made me all the way better was hyperbaric oxygen treatment through the Aviv Clinic in Florida. So that's my advice in terms of how to get better. One thing to be aware of these clinics is they're very expensive, particularly Aviv does not take medical insurance. It is not FDA approved for long COVID, so it is out of pocket, and it does cost tens of thousands of dollars. For me, I was desperate. It was my last hope of getting better. And so a personal loan from a bank was a decision I had to make in order to be a patient there. It's like having a car payment every month without the car. But my car is my health, and it's the best money I ever spent. I wish you well. I have written about all of this, my recovery, my illness, in my new book called The Long Haul, my 4-year battle to beat long COVID, CFS, and POTS. This book is available on Amazon in paperback form as well as Kindle. So please consider getting the book, The Long Haul, my 4-year battle to beat long COVID, CFS, and POTS. And I'm happy to answer any questions you have about my illness. Just find me online, reach out to me, send me an email. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Good luck with everything. Never, ever, ever give up. There are answers. There are solutions. It is possible to get better. Something that I did not think was possible, but it worked for me. Now I'm 100% better. I wish you the best.